What's up, T Squad? So today I'm coming to you with a reaction video to Safaree's latest post where he titles it "The Truth About Being a Deadbeat." Now, in the news today, it came out that he was trying to get, or he is trying to get his child support lowered from about 4,000 and something a month to something lower, because he says he's no longer making 61,000 a month since he left Love and Hip Hop. So I guess this point of the video is to show everything that he's been dealing with behind the scenes with Erica. And it looks like, just from the little snippet I saw, that we're about to get into some tea. Okay? I guess he's tired of the narrative that she has been spewing for the last 3-4 years. And I guess he feels like now is the time to show his side of the story. So let's get into it, y'all.
I don't even know where to start. But I'm putting everything out there because the fact that people, even whether you know me or not, there still has to be like a certain level of common sense when it comes to just being a judge of character. And this has nothing to do with TV at all, none of that. Like, this is real life, because kids are involved. And this deadbeat narrative, it's like, it's just so jarring to me. It does give me a headache sometimes, but then, I'm pretty good at just brushing things off. But, people who know me, and especially know my situation, they're like, yo, how long are you gonna stay quiet? And I just, I be sparing people. And then at the same time, it's like, yo, it's nobody's business. But I feel like everybody just feels like they know my business, and if it's reported, it's news, and that it's the truth and it's real. But I'm pretty sure that, there's some men out there who could relate to this. And when it comes to being a father in a co-parenting situation where somebody wants to have full control of every single thing and they can't have control, it's just not going to be a easy transition, especially when, the other person is just used to it being one way, or very controlling, or still wanting the whole family dynamic, and it's not there anymore. But I love my kids. And it's gotten to the point that I have to put myself first, because I'm either going to end up in jail or worse, because I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent. When I first moved to Florida, or worse.
So what was that he had in his hand that he tried to snatch away from her? So she's hitting on him.
Or worse. Because
So it looks like she had his phone, or maybe it was her phone and he snatched it. We don't know.
Existed when I first moved.
Like, why is you coming to that man house tearing up stuff? Wow. This is crazy. Ooh, let's continue that normal speed, child.
To Florida, I remember I got a 2-bedroom condo, and the first time I had my kids come over there after my divorce, and I started the whole okay visitation week and having my kids for the days I was having them. When my kids first came over in my condo, it made me so depressed because I was like, yo, they just, I felt like they were so confined and I didn't feel good about it. And I said, yo, I gotta get a house. I need a house. I can't have my kids running around in this condo and hurting themselves and just not being a fit to raise, 2 children in a co-parenting setup. And I found my house. And I'm gonna be all the way blunt and straight up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this house because of my kids. I got this house for my kids. Seeing my kids be here running around, it's the best feeling, you know? You know, when you have children with somebody who at the end of the day it shouldn't even have happened, because I should have just noticed certain things when it came to parenting. You know, when you're with someone for 3 years and they have a child, and you probably saw the child 3 to 4 times because the child was put off to go live with somebody else. And
Oh, he went there. We only 5 minutes in, child. Oh, he went there. He went there. He went there. He went there. And if everybody keeps saying the same thing about how your child ain't never around, it got to be some type of truth to it. And I don't want to see nobody coming for him because, like I said, that girl has been trying this man for years and he has sat quiet. And we get down on these men for being ain't-ish daddies, but there are ain't-ish mamas out here in the world, and there's quite a few of them. And Erica is a menace to society, child.
you know, you kind of look past it when you don't have kids or you're not thinking about that. I never even was like, yo, why doesn't your son live here? And then when you finally get to have a conversation with the son and find out why, it's crazy. You know, imagine speaking to a child who's of age and knows what's going on. He's 16 years old. And he says, if I ever had to live with my mother, I would kill myself. I wouldn't make that up, you know? And it sucks that I gotta really just run this down because
I believe every word. I believe every single word. I believe every single word. I believe every single word. I will never forget, and this is how I know this. Y'all know I'm an author first. So when Safaree and Erica got together, that's when I was working on my Cam and Gray series for any of my book readers out there. And my Cam character was based off may he rest in peace, rapper and ex basketball player Cliff. And he was Erica's ex-boyfriend. This was the guy that Erica was with before Safaree. And when she was dating Cliff, Erica was in Atlanta staying in a townhouse. And I think she had a roommate, if I'm not mistaken. And Erica was down bad before she got with before she got with Safaree. She was down bad. She really wasn't on reality TV at this point. The only reality TV gig that she had done up until returning to Love and Hip Hop at that time was Scared, the show where she met Safaree on. That was the only reality show and that she done at the time. And when she did that show, Scared Famous, she was dating Cliff at the time. And she actually, I think, wore his chain on the show. But Erica lived in a townhouse. And this was an outdated townhouse, even for the time. It had like brown carpet, brown cabinets and stuff like that. Like she ain't had no money like that. Like when she got with Safaree upgraded that girl's life. Upgraded everything about her wardrobe, her jewelry, her way of life, everything changed for her when she got with Safaree. And I say all that to say, I don't think her son lived with her. I think she had a roommate. Yeah. Ooh.
Because of this smear campaign and somebody who gets such a high on just talking about me and picking and choosing what kids you want to, have on the forefront and get whatever extra attention you get off of it. So I kind of just looked past certain things and thought that, maybe I could help and make things better. But when you aren't with somebody and it doesn't work out and the two of you are just like in a weird space and everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids, like I'm not going to subject myself to that. My kids have never, ever seen me.
She knocked into the baby.
In a weird space.
Did y'all see that?
Especially
look at this.
The kids.
Look at that. Like, she knocked into the baby, didn't even look back at the little girl because she's so busy trying to destroy his stuff.
Never.
Girl. He might need to take her to court and get full custody. Unless she got footage of him being abusive, this don't look good for her.
Ever seen me upset. My kids have never heard me yell.
You're lucky I don't call the cops on your ass. Yeah, you are. You did that. You're going to leave me more than I need you. No. Before I need you. Remember that. Nice blow, Linda. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other two kids are going to be miserable just like you. Oh, go ahead. Jerk off. Go ahead.
Oh my God, Erica, what the fuck is you doing?
All because of you.
I don't argue. That's just not in me.
Erica.
But,
he need to get them kids. He need to get custody of them kids. She could have had an accident. Somebody could have ran into her. She could have been so angry that she pushed too hard down on the gas and hit something herself. This girl is crazy. Oh my God. And doing all that cussing and crap in front of them kids. Oh my God. I ain't even gotten, oh wow.
On the other hand, the other side, they don't operate or think the way I do. And when I have my kids and someone is pretty much trying to police and parent and like watch every single thing I'm doing and call, oh, who's there? Well, what's going on? It's just so unhealthy, so excessive, to the point where it just creates a lot of issues. Like, you can't pick and choose when it's okay to say, okay, the kids are good, and then if we're not, in a good space, then it's a issue. I've taken my kids to Jamaica. If I was such a bad parent, nobody's gonna let a man take the kids to Jamaica by myself. I didn't have no help, and I don't want a biscuit for it. I did it. It just creates such a level of toxicity that it's better to just be like, you know what? I'm going to deal with this through the courts. And when this thing gets sorted out, how it's supposed to be sorted out, then, okay, we'll figure it out. So for the past, few months, that's what I've been dealing with when it came to, looking for lawyers and just trying to figure out this whole thing, because my original standing order for this child support and the visitation and all of that, everything, it originated from Georgia. We moved to Florida. When we moved to Florida, everything has to get transferred over. It just got transferred over like this week. So now I get to find out what this new setup is going to be, because I refuse to go to her house to pick up the kids. I refuse. I'm not. It's just too unstable, too unpredictable. And the only way I would do it.
What was that little clip? Ooh, so he alleging she did that to his forehead? Scratched him? Oh my God.
Predictable. And the only way I would do it is either a police precinct, or if the kids are somewhere else and I'm picking them up from there. But everything is just done off of spite and being malicious intent on the other end. Me, I don't move like that. I don't live like that. When people look at me,
ain't got no shoes on.
I don't look like I'm carrying stress. I don't look like I'm losing weight. I don't look like I'm just harboring so much hate inside me that it physically begins to show. And I'm a father. I'm a grown-ass man. When I have my kids in there with me, they're under my care. They don't have nothing to worry about. So I'm not going to have anybody acting like they need to know every single thing going on. When I was filming Love and Hip Hop, Miami, and I had my kids here calling, oh, where the kids at? What they do? Oh, you better not be filming with the kids. Oh. First of all, I've never filmed with the kids ever by myself on Love and Hip Hop. They're not a part of my storyline. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not gonna be in the park pushing the kids, playing, of course they wanted to see me film with them, but both parents have to sign off on that. And that wasn't happening. And the last instant of when we had a transfer with the kids, it was, she called me and said, hey, I'm in the area. I could save you a trip. I could come pick the kids up. And I'm tired and I don't want to do the drive. And it was like really like early in the morning or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I let her in, lay down in the kids' room. One of the kids was in there. Next to the kids was laying with me in my room. And when she gets up, she's like, she wants to have a conversation with me. I'm like, okay, let's talk. As soon as she starts talking, it's yelling, screaming, all of that. I said, yo, look, I'm not doing that. And if you can't talk to me normally in front of the kids, where the kids don't realize that we're having a discussion about something that we're not agreeing on, then I'm not having it. Oh, I don't give a half, blah, 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 blah. All this yelling, whatever. So I'm like, okay, forget it. Just, you here, pick them up, you can leave. And in my face, all of that, blah, 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 and all that. So I'm like, all right, you don't want to leave. I call the cops. I'm on the phone with the cops. I'm telling them, hey, before this escalates, I would like police presence here because I want her to leave. Filming me calling the cops. Okay, I'm calling the cops. You're filming me. You're the one with the anger management problem. Just going off. So break stuff up in the house, has the kids running over glass, breaking stuff up outside.
Oh.
After that, I just was like, you know what? If I can.
And them baby show walked up out that house with no shoes on. This is a trigger for me. Like, don't nothing on the internet really get to me except for stuff like this when it involves kids. Because I love kids. And I know how situations like this can be so traumatizing to kids. And I know they was like, what is going on? They probably were scared. Like, that's sad. That's sad. He need to get full custody of them kids. He does. He does. Erica is not mentally fit to be nobody's mama. No. Because she mess around be one of them mamas that get mad at the kids because they look like they daddy and start hitting on them and treating them bad or use the kids as a pawn and all. This is disturbing.
I can't pick up my kids in a place that is like a drop-off point or a police precinct. I'm not picking them up because I'm not going to her house ever again in life. My daughter, she has an iPad. I'm blocked on the iPad. My daughter's 4 years old. She doesn't know how to block people. She doesn't even know how to text. Childish, just like BS like that. So I'm like, okay. The next time I got my kids after that, before that, when I went and I was gonna get a restraining order because, you know, she's doing stuff like showing up in my crib, 5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
You lying. You are lying to me. You can't make this shit up. Like, if he would have said that without visual proof, you'd been like, okay, now Safaree. I'm spitting. I'm so. Like, either she was crashing out on some crash test dummy type ish. The only way I could see somebody doing something like this logically is if, like, my children are in harm's way and I have no way of getting inside. You know what I'm saying? And I need to get in there to, you know, help. But if this is just he not answering my phone calls, what? Like, what do you think that this man is really going to do with these kids? This is wild. Hold up, I gotta rewind.
5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God, what?
Got my kids after that. Before that, when I went and I was gonna get a restraining order because, you know, she's doing stuff like showing up in my crib, 5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Banging on my windows. My son's birthday party was like a month after that. No, like it was a while after that. And then when I went to the party, they said, hey, you want a restraining order, but you went to a party, she was there, so you must not be in that much fear. So I had to drop that case. And this is me having to have two different lawyers. So this is two separate lawyers for one lawyer for that, and another lawyer for this whole family court thing. And next time I got them, it was for, you know, beginning of the summer. And I was like, yo, I'll keep the kids for the summer. Let me know. My mother, my sister's here. They love being around them. They want to be around them. That's the issue. I can't reach my daughter's iPad. Pickup situation isn't sorted out. So when I finally do get them, I sign them up for summer camp. She gets so mad at me for signing them up for summer camp. There's a summer camp by my house. She lives 40 minutes away from me. Summer camp. I'm like, cool, I got them. Let me at least do that. Because, you know, they were here. And my mother was like, yo, you can't just be having them here playing, whatever. She was like, they need some, you know, structure. Sign them up for summer camp. I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I signed them up for the summer camp. I paid for it. I paid $2,000 to put them in summer camp. They went to summer camp for 3 days because she had such an issue with me putting them in summer camp by my house. And was like, why did I talk to her, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, I have the kids. They're under my watch and care. I want to put them in a summer camp by me. And I'm going to show y'all because this, like, I'm not just talking just to talk, but put them in summer camp. This was the first month. This is what it was supposed to do. This is what it's supposed to be. This is the schedule. Summer camp July, boom, boom, boom. The entire month. This was going to be their schedule for the entire month. This is their lunch schedule. This is one of the things she made for me in one of the days that she was in summer camp. So I'm like, okay, what's wrong with putting the kids in summer camp? And it just was such a control thing, and it created it created so much drama. Oh, drop the kids off. Oh, you putting them in summer camp. Oh, just nothing made absolute any sense. Nothing. Like, it was just such an irate.
Mind you, those cars, these like Mickey Mouse looking things that them motherfuckers is expensive, okay? Them cost a coin if they're the legit ones. But I could see her having an issue with him putting the kids in summer camp and going around telling her friends and anybody that will listen, he act like he want to get the kids, and then as soon as he get the kids, he put them in summer camp so he don't have to deal with them, when really it's not even that. Like he said, the kids, it's cool to play around or whatever, but put them in the environment where they're around other kids, where they're learning things. You know what I'm saying? That they need those social skills. You know what I'm saying? But because she doesn't have the control, and because, let's face it, Erica is hurt that her marriage didn't work and that man left her. I would have left her too if she acted anything like we've seen her to act, okay? She's hurt, and she's trying to use them kids as a way to hurt him. And it's sad. It really, truly, honestly is. Wow.
Ignorant conversation, because it's to the point where we don't even speak direct. Like, my house is set up for them. I got their shrine set up. This is for them. This is their area. You walk in. This is Maji's room. Ain't no deadbeat doing this. Deadbeats ain't doing this. My daughter's room is bigger than some adults' rooms, and it's just so insane to me how people just, oh yeah, you're a deadbeat. Yo, I know about real deadbeats, and this situation is all about control. This woman texted a naked picture of me to my mother and my sister because she wanted to let them know that, oh, you and your son, I'm pretty sure your son's not telling you.
What?
Of me to my mother and my sister.
I figured, since I know your son is such a liar, and since I know he lies on me all the time to you and your daughter, just figured I inform you. What in the hell?
Because she wanted to let them know that, oh,
of him being, I figured I'd inform you of him being up in my bed last night. It's ironic how he paints me out to be such a hateful monster, but yet won't leave me alone. Well, first of all, I was going to get to that because, yeah, y'all still be sleeping with each other. So it's something wrong with both of y'all. The fact that you keep going back and laying up with her, and you know she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, And then her laying up with you when she so-called want to paint you out as being a deadbeat daddy. Both of y'all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But that's wild. That is wild to send something like that to somebody. Mama! Yeah, Safaree, you gotta take responsibility for laying down with that woman. Like, that's crazy.
You and your son, I'm pretty sure your son's not telling you what's really going on between us and all of this other nonsense. Okay. Me and you are still, having a relationship, and that's over with. Thank God that's over with. Like, I prayed about that, and there's absolutely nothing physical going on anymore. And
since when?
You taking naked pictures and sending it to my mother and my sister to do what and prove what? My mother and my sister are the most least problematic people on earth. My mother's not one of those mothers. She's not like a TV mother who's here acting rah-rah and doing a bunch of ignorant nonsense. Like, my mother is so calm and zen. And anyone who knows my mother and my sister and what they do, like my sister and my mom, they are in the holistic field. Everything about them is zen, herbs, teas, spiritual. And you're sending naked pictures of me to my mother and my sister. For what? And it's like, that's the type of nonsense I have to deal with. I cannot ever pick up my kids in peace. Everything is just long and drawn out. And it's just so unfair that when a woman says something, no matter what, it's like, oh, it's the man's fault. People are like, but you didn't know. And I'm kind of like, you know what? Well, I thought I could make somebody not be just like as angry. But then when things just started like going sour and not working out, it just became it's just not even realistic to deal with. I saw somebody say one time and I totally felt it. And if you're a father, I know you could relate to this. And it's like, they're like, yo, when you're dealing with a woman who makes you being a parent, they just make it so hard. It is so draining dealing with someone who's trying to draw you out, someone who wants a reaction from you, someone who talks about you nonstop because they want a reaction. I'm not one of those people. I don't care about people liking me and caring and proving my point. Like, hey guys, look, no, this isn't true. This is what's really happening. People who know me, my mouth has been quiet for years. I don't say nothing. It's just so draining. Like, everything about it. Like, her own family is going after her for child support because she doesn't do anything to help her son. So then to try to make it seem like I'm some deadbeat and I'm not trying to be there for my kids, I would love to be there for my kids, but it would be nice for you to get out the way. Let me be a father. Let me take my kids and go wherever I want with them. My kids are never in danger. They don't ever have to worry about nothing. This is not about money. This is not about child support. My kids love me.
Daddy! I'm gonna go to Target and get them. Yeah. I just got my leg.
What's in the car? Get the bag. There's stuff in it.
I want to go to Mommy.
Mommy missed. She was missing you. She was looking for you.
I don't want to go to Mommy.
I just want to say, like, doing shit like this don't benefit me. This don't help me. Like, I don't like this kind of attention. That's why I usually never say anything. But this thing has been going on for so long that it's like, how much longer am I gonna let ish slide? It's so much. It's just so much things to list and name. Like, I would have to sit there with a pen and pad and write down every single incident and all that. But I don't. I'm doing this one and one time only. Like, but it's just a lot of corny shit. All the fake Instagram pages, harassing my mother, harassing my sister. If I'm talking to a girl, all of a sudden the girl starts getting harassed from the same fake Instagram names. And it's like, yo,
We all know that she good at using fake Instagrams. Remember when she got caught using they son Legend Instagram page? She thought just by switching the name it wouldn't link back to that account, and she got called out for being the one that was harassing Sin all them years. And the fake account that she used, she turned it into Legend's Instagram account and wasn't thinking, and dummy got caught. Girl,
yo, it takes so much energy to like be like that, and I don't have that type of energy. Even doing this right now is giving me such a headache, and I'm not the kind of person to get headaches. My head is pounding right now just talking about all this. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna let, you know, God is gonna do what God is gonna do, and that's gonna be that. Like, this ain't no, it's not a storyline. I'm not on Love and Hip Hop. This is my real life right now. I'm tired. You know, I heard somebody one time say, like, when you go through things in life, nothing stays the same, nothing lasts forever. And that's kind of how I've been dealing with this. Like, you know, even with as long as I've, you know, not seen my kids, because, you know, whether it's right or wrong, I'm just standing on, yo, I'm not going to your house to pick up the kids. I don't, precinct or somebody from your family's house that I don't have no issue with going over.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa, Ninja Turtle baby told me you have the kids. Let me know about me picking them up. I've been asking about them and trying to call Maji iPad, but I must be blocked on it. Unblock me if you can on it. I know Maji doesn't know how to block me, and I'm sure you want some time to yourself. I wanted to keep them for a month, but I'm not playing any kitty games about it. So Lisa must be one of her family members, and this was from August of this year. That's crazy. Because she want him to call her phone. That's crazy. And I wouldn't feel comfortable going over there and picking the kids up either from her, because God knows what she gonna do. And he could go over there and she get to tripping and acting like he done touched her or something and call the police on him. Like, she seemed like she's that crazy. So I get it. And it's unfortunate that he and the kids are having to suffer because he refuses to go over there and pick them up. And she won't work with him on, you know, having somebody mediate and he go pick the kids up from somebody else's house. But I don't blame him for my own safety. I wouldn't go over there neither. And I understand him trying to work everything out in the courts, but I would be trying to go for full custody.
Over there, and that's that. But like, I'm not putting myself in any position to crash out, potentially snap, lose my, like, come on, because there's people who be in situations like this. Everyone's not able to like be this cool. This shit is draining. When you get to a certain age in life, like, yo, drama and just all of this corny nonsense and fighting and arguing on the internet, putting your personal business on the internet, on social media, to people who don't, like, yo, I don't want no one to feel sorry for me. I don't need sympathy. I don't need pity. I don't care about none of that from nobody. I know at the end of the day what's going on, and that's that. I'm just dealing with someone who doesn't deal with logic. They deal with their way or no way. And if it's not their way, you're gonna get harassed. And I don't got time, yo, I don't care what nobody's doing. I'm not harassing you. You DMing girls that I was talking to and telling them shit and saying, it's like, yo, it's corny. Yo. I did that once. And when I did it, I didn't send pictures and videos and say, yo, look, this is what's happening. I just was like, yo, I want to talk to you, because I, like, on some, hey, look, if this is who you dealing with, I just want to let you know that this is what's happening. And if y'all are dealing, then leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't really about that. I'm just trying to have my time and my setup with my kids. My mother and my sister would love for me to bring them to New York and spend some time with them there. And it's just nothing is easy. Everything is a fight. And I don't fight, I don't argue, it's draining. I'm not doing it. So when all this court stuff is said and done, it is what it is. This is not about child support. So this thing ain't about, it's not about money. It's way bigger than that. It's about let me be a father, stay out the way, and that's it. Stop trying to act like you don't care when you do care. Stop harassing my mother, stop harassing my sister, stop harassing anyone that's close to me. And this is not to bash. This is just the truth. This is just what it is. So that narrative that everyone just thinks is so cool to run, like you use common sense. If I haven't seen my kids, there is a reason. And this is the reason. You're going to see it. You're going to see everything.
This is wild. Cause like, did she think the kids was in danger? Cause it's obvious, like, she's like, Safaree, like begging. Oh, she said, just, what the fuck, please, I just want to talk to you. Why are you doing me like this? I'm on the phone with the police. Look at Maji. That baby is scared. And that baby's just following. This is about to make me cry. Oh my God. I don't like this. Oh my. Oh my God. That dining room table is beautiful though. Oh my. Oh. Ooh. She ain't got no shoes. Oh, she made the babies walk over that. Oh my God.